A fisherman has 10 groupers for sale. The mean weight of the 10 groupers is 14 kilograms. He sells 2 groupers that weigh a total of 32 kilograms. Find the mean weight of the remaining groupers. Now here we can use a useful formula. The formula is mean weight all over 1 is equal to x over 10. Now why does that make sense? Here, let's let x equal to the sum of the 10 groupers, or the weights of the 10 groupers, right? And so it would make sense because if we're trying to find the mean weight, right? If we're trying to find the mean weight of the 10 groupers, the mean weight of the 10 groupers is going to be equal to the sum of the 10 groupers, which is x, or the weight of all of the groupers, all of the 10 groupers put together, divided by the amount of groupers that we have, which is 10. And so this formula is accurate because the mean weight of the 10 groupers is going to be equal to the sum of the weights of the 10 groupers, which is x, divided by the amount of groupers that we have, which is 10. And so that is what the mean weight is equal to. Now we put the mean weight over 1 because we are preparing the cross multiply. But the good news is that they gave us what the mean weight is, right? They told us that the mean weight of the 10 groupers is 14 kilograms. So instead of putting mean weight, let's substitute that. And so in place of the mean weight, we put 14, all right? And we put 14 over 1 because we're preparing to cross multiply. And so let's solve for x. Remember, x is the sum of the weights of the 10 groupers. That's what x is, right? The weight of the 10 groupers all together. And so when we cross multiply, we get that 10 multiplied by 14 and 1 multiplied by x. 10 multiplied by 14 is definitely 14 times 10, which is 140. And 1 multiplied by x is 1 times x, which is x. So 14 times 10 is 140, and 1 times x is x. And so that means that the weight of the 10 groupers, or the sum of the weights of the 10 groupers, is actually equal to 140 kilograms. So that's the weight, that's the weight of the 10 groupers, right, all together, 140 kilograms. Now, let's figure out the weight of the 8 groupers that are left. Now remember, he sold 2 groupers that weigh a total of 32 kilograms. So if we want to figure out the weight of the 8 groupers that are left, right, the sum of the weights of the 8 groupers that are left, we're going to take 140 and we subtract it from 32, and we're going to take 140 and we subtract it with 32 because 32 is the weight of the 2 groupers that was sold. And so we have 140 minus 32, which gives us 108. And so that means that the remaining groupers, the remaining 8 groupers, the sum of the weights of the remaining groupers is actually 108 kilograms. And so remember, our goal is to find the mean weight of the remaining groupers. And so we can do that. So the mean weight of the remaining groupers, the mean weight of the 8 remaining groupers is going to be the sum of the weights of the 8 groupers, right, divided by the number of groupers that we have, which is 8. Again, the mean weight of the 8 remaining groupers is going to be the weight of the 8 groupers added all together, which gives us which is 108, divided by the amount of groupers that we have, which is 8. And when we divide this, and when we divide these two numbers, we get 13.5. So that means that the mean weight of the 8 remaining groupers is 13.5 kilograms. And that's the answer to this question.